Well. So much for a confident builder, huh, Bobby, huh? So much for a confident builder, huh? Legendary promoter Bob Arum, aka Bobby Arum, stated in a recent interview in reference to the fight that Teofimo Lopez is going to be having with Josh Taylor on June 10th, Madison Square Garden, New York City. He said, I don't know what Teofimo Lopez has anymore. That you don't know what Teofimo Lopez have anymore? Basically saying he don't know what to expect from the young kid. Basically saying he probably lost confidence in Teofimo Lopez. We don't hear him talking about this with Vasily Lomachenko after he performed the way he performed versus Jermaine Ortiz. We don't hear that. We certainly didn't hear that after Teofimo Lopez beat Sando Martin. He said that he thought that he beat him in basically almost every round, that Sando Martin was just running. You know what I'm saying? So what's this change of energy, this change of an opinion, this change of feelings? What happened? Huh? Is this your real thought now that you don't know what to expect from Teofimo Lopez? Now we all know that probably Teofimo Lopez didn't look spectacular versus Sando Martin, but he did beat the guy that retired, Mikey Garcia. Huh? Is it a win? We forgot that a win is win. Huh? Ladies and gentlemen, let's take it back just a little bit, several years. Let's make this clear. We all know that Bobby Arum, a legendary promoter, has done a lot of things in the sport of boxing. I've done a lot of great things in the sport of boxing. Have made a lot of fighters become stars and things like that. Build great fighters. Can't take nothing away from Bobby Arum and his contributions to boxing. But we all know that the golden goose always been Vasily Lomachenko. Let's not forget that Bobby Arum, after Teofimo Lopez beat Vasily Lomachenko, stuck out the middle finger to Teofimo Lopez Sr. Let's not forget that a couple of people just left the post-fight. They left after the fight. Didn't even attend the post-fight interview when Teofimo Lopez beat Vasily Lomachenko, and Teofimo Lopez called everyone out. Let's not forget that Teofimo Lopez had to take his fight versus George Kambosos, the purse bid, because he feel like at the time Bobby Arum and Top Rank did not value him right. You don't know what to expect from Teofimo Lopez anymore. Maybe Teofimo Lopez doesn't know what to expect from the people that's supposed to be his supporters. You know what I'm saying? I think that maybe Teofimo Lopez has done things that maybe Bobby Arum didn't expect him to do. I don't think that Bobby thought that Teofimo Lopez was going to beat Vasily Lomachenko when he beat him. And he didn't believe in his value even after he beat Lomachenko. After ESPN, you know what I'm saying, they had 4.2 million viewed the fight. Probably still the most viewed boxing matchup in all of boxing. And still, they wanted to give him $1 million just to fight George Kambosos. The reason that Teofimo Lopez didn't want to take it a purse bid, but he took it a purse bid because it was the principle. How you not going to value me? You value this guy. You value Vasily Lomachenko. I beat your guy. I beat the golden goose. Now, yes, Teofimo Lopez took that L versus George Kambosos. Yeah. And a lot of people didn't believe that was capable of happening and stuff like that. Yes, we all know. And I know for a fact that he was not in good health for that bout. But of course, no excuse. You step inside the ring, it is what it is, right? It is what it is. Water under the bridge. Moved on to Pedro Compa. Knocked out Pedro Compa. Then moved on to Sando Martin. And fought Sando Martin in 3 weeks' notice because he was supposed to be fighting Pedraza. And Teofimo Lopez be like, I didn't want to fight Pedraza. I want somebody more of a competition. Somebody if I beat, I get the respect. After beating Sando Martin in Madison Square Garden, and still Bobby Arum doesn't know what to expect from Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez, you know Bobby Arum, you know that Teofimo Lopez is the one that asked for the Josh Taylor fight. David McWaters and Teofimo Lopez, his team asked for the Josh Taylor fight. They could have picked somebody else. A lot of people want to question what Teofimo Lopez said after the fight, that, man, I don't got it anymore. And that was in terms of Teofimo Lopez is so hard on himself. He put a lot of pressure on himself to entertain, especially headlining Madison Square Garden. It's a dream to headline Madison Square Garden, the big room. How many fighters can have the opportunity to do that? Even artists, even music artists, oh my God, that's like a dream come true. So of course, he put a lot of pressure on himself to entertain. He didn't know that he won. Everybody know that he won. It was just entertaining. He just wanted to do it because Teofimo Lopez is one of those type of fighters that for him, winning is just not enough. It's how you win. And the way that he wants to win is to look spectacular, to look good, and entertain. Remember the build up to Sando Martin and Teofimo Lopez. He was saying, I want to entertain. And Sando Martin wanted to box. Wanted to just do what he does, but he wanted to win. With Teofimo Lopez is how you win. So he cares about how he wins. Teofimo Lopez is once again the underdog versus for Josh Taylor. Teofimo Lopez is one of the guys, probably the guy that takes the most risk in the sport of boxing in terms of this young generation. That's something you can't even debate. It's not debatable. Teofimo Lopez is the risk taker in the sport of boxing. But you don't know what to expect anymore from Teofimo Lopez. You know what you can expect from Teofimo Lopez? His heart, determination, his skills, willing to challenge himself. That's Teofimo Lopez. Also willing to take less to accomplish legacy. That's what you can expect from Teofimo Lopez. That's what you can expect from Teofimo Lopez. Not filled with a bunch of entourages. Just him and his dad. Teofimo Lopez, a loyal cat. That's what you can expect from Teofimo Lopez. But it seems like, there's a lot of hate going on Teofimo Lopez. And now when he's not all the way to the mountaintop like he was after being Vasily Lomachenko, he deserves to have all his supporters be stronger than ever, hold him down more than ever. But it seems like even these comments right here, it's not good leading up to a Josh Taylor fight when your own promoter Bobby Arum saying, I don't know what to expect from Teofimo Lopez. Let me ask this question. Is Bob Arum going to say the same thing to Vasily Lomachenko when he gets in the ring in May 20th versus Devin the Dream Haney? Do you know what to expect from Vasily Lomachenko after he didn't look special? He didn't look spectacular versus Jamie Ortiz. As a matter of fact, there's people out there that feel like probably it was a draw too. Same way people be saying, oh man, it was close to Sando Martin and Teofimo Lopez. But one thing for sure, Bobby Arum will not talk about like that with the Golden Goose. He's going to pump him up. He's going to paint this picture that he is the next Muhammad Ali and paint the picture of Vasily Lomachenko being greater than great. When it comes to Teofimo Lopez, it's always like a little snub. Even the ESPN telecast like Timothy Bradley and Andre Ward would just throw a little shot there, right? Not giving him the type of boost that a fighter like him deserves for doing what he's been doing. And look at the resume that Teofimo Lopez have already, has sustained. Do you rock with Bob Arum saying that you don't know what to expect from Teofimo Lopez anymore? He moved up to the 140, still have not lost, 2 fights in, ready to take on Josh Taylor. Ain't nobody calling out Josh Taylor, aside from the people that already fought him, aside from the Catteralls and the Regis Progress of the world. Ain't nobody calling out Josh Taylor. Gervonta Davis moved up to the 140. He'd be like, all right, Mario Barrios, that's enough for me. Ryan Garcia moved up to the 140. All right, Fortuna, okay, that's enough for me. And I go back down. This guy's taking a risk, and you don't know what to expect from Teofimo Lopez. What you're going to expect from Teofimo Lopez, he's going to go out there and become what he became when he beat Vasily Lomachenko, a pound-for-pound caliber fighter. You should know more. You signed him. But it is what it is. Just like Teofimo Lopez said when he was running miles with his dad. It's only me and my dad. At the end of the day, in the beginning and at the end of the day, it's going to be me and my dad. And of course, there's going to be people out there that's going to support and then jump on the other wagon, jump on what's hot. Hey, even Devin Haney got paid more than Teofimo Lopez when he fought George Kambosos. It was Teofimo Lopez that was one that wanted to take it to Australia, but he wasn't worth the pay there. If Teofimo Lopez don't win versus Josh Taylor, it seems like Top Rank, that is a great company, Bobby Arum, that's a legendary promoter, but I believe they're willing to drop Teofimo Lopez if he don't beat Josh Taylor. This is a win, or this is a do or die. You could call it do or drop for Teofimo Lopez. If he does not beat Josh Taylor or put up a great performance, that there is like, let's say Josh Taylor when they be like, nah, that was controversial, Teofimo Lopez won. If you don't show out, beat Josh Taylor, Bobby Arum will drop Teofimo Lopez. That's the energy that I get. I believe that Teofimo Lopez is like the stepchild that they just have, and they know they know it has good value, but they just really don't care. I don't know, but that's the energy that I get. Let me know what y'all think, y'all. There's gonna be a big fight, one of the biggest fights in the sport of boxing, one of the biggest risk in the sport of boxing. Because in all actuality, Teofimo Lopez don't need to take this fight. He could actually take another, just move with the ladder. He could take a Barbosa fight. He could take the Pedraza fight or something like that, or something easier. But he's willing to risk it all. And you don't know what to expect from Teofimo Lopez. Is Teofimo Lopez won Josh Taylor because Teofimo Lopez is ready to be great, greater than great. And this one is going to be more special than Lomachenko. But this time, he's not going to be beating the Golden Goose. He's not going to be beating the Golden Goose. But I'm going to tell you like this. Once Teofimo Lopez beat Josh Taylor June 10th, he's a first ballot Hall of Famer. Do you value that? Come on, Bobby Arum. You know exactly what to expect from Teofimo Lopez. Or does he need to prove you, or does he need for him to prove it to you again and prove it to the whole world that he is the takeover?